You, like what Gasilev is sharing with us today, some of you have the strength, in finance, strength within your hand. You have enough money with you that you say to yourself today. You may be listening in and you say, I'm good, I'm well, I am good. I can look after my family. I've got quite a substantial amount through my pay packet, and I've got my spouse who also earn well. And the strength is very good at this point in time. You have a home, or maybe you're still paying it off, or it's mortgage free, and you have a car. Don't just look at today. Like today, you have your children. How many children do you have moving forward? You're not going to be there all the time, the years of their lives. The moment and the day will come that you will live on and you will go on. And these are the children that you're going to leave behind, or your descendants to come. So if you have the strength, or when you already have the strength with you now, then don't just resort to the fact that I'm good and this is the way to live. I'm always inspired and encouraged on how the Fijians of the Indian descent, on how they, very particularly how they live their life. It's like handing over from one generation to another. And they don't settle with that. They don't just take whatever is given to them and they continue to, enjoy and maintain it the way it is. No, they maintain and they also increase. They take themselves to another level. So they bring more to the plate other than just living on the hard work of their grandfather or of their father. And that's something I would say for the Itoke, we hardly, it's not everybody doesn't do that. Because it's nothing to pass on to our children for most of us. And we need to start planning now. When does it start? You can start with it now. And if you say that you have enough finances with you now, then start projecting. You can get a farm. Already, maybe you have a farm. How many children do you have? Try and talk to them and talk about it at home and make it like a conversation, for them to hear you. Because if something happened to you, then what happens to them? The very money, the very resource that you're bringing in now, when automatically that doesn't happen. And then the lifestyle you're living now, it's actually according to your income as you receive now. But imagine if one of you is taken or one of you pass on, with that finances not going to be there anymore, then it will affect the lifestyle that you have. Because, one source is not going to be there. And sometimes, you thought or you think now with this money you're having a good life, and then you don't want to project it. Sometimes you don't want to talk about it. Like if something happened and you move on, the thought, if you really love your family, then you will make sure that they are good. Whether you are here or not here, your family are good. Because we believe, we call this program the Family Table Talk, that we have our responsibility, not only to the each other as individual, as a couple, but you have your responsibility to your family, to your children, which, God has created you, and not only that, gave you to be custodian of those children. Sitting on the other side, like we always say, he always introduced the show to say, okay, we are here just like grandparents, individual, normal parents just like you, minus the church. We are part of the church, a church, and we also, we believe in God. So we put that on the side, and we're sitting here just like you. And with that said, sometimes we fail to see through our tomorrows, and we don't want to talk about our tomorrows. And I believe we should have that as a conversation at home. You talk about it.
It's our responsibility as parents, as human beings, as especially for those that we believe in God, that we must have a plan.
Yes, and then you instill that confidence in your children, or confidence in your family, that they are good, whether you're here or not here, that they're going to be good. I was sharing it because we had this couple session on Thursday that we usually have on virtual. I actually had a lady that came into the office with her daughter. We had our meeting in the boardroom. And as we were sharing, going on, and then she said, I will need prayers. Then she shared what she was going through, which I would like to, share with us today. She said, like both of us were on our second marriages, from different marriages, and we had different children from our first marriages. And when we came together, we didn't have any children at all. And then now my husband has passed on. I have mine from my first husband, and he had his from his first wife. And both of our children, they're now living with me, and they're staying together in the same dwelling. And that dwelling was actually written to the husband, the second husband.